Hi folks, Gamerbug here again, and we are looking at another profession in the Long Night update for the Black Death, and today we're looking at the Knight. Now in 0.11 I was not particularly enamoured with the Knight. He wasn't very finished and wasn't very good in my opinion. So has it changed for 0.12 and is it really cool and really good? Well, you know, knights, they are pretty much the epitome of warriors, so you'd think, yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool class. And it isn't. No, I'm sorry, I can't. It's absolutely the worst class I have played in this game, with the exception of beggar, but that's only due to the fact that the beggar is the most basic class you can have, so every class has a beggar skill, so it's got to be a bit better, but the beggar at least felt like it was good. So first of all, you're seeing in front of you a lie. None of this stuff, with the exception of the sword on the back, is actually a knight's armament. So let's just quickly strip this character down to look like my knight would do if I was equipped with what I can craft. Oh, the sword's also a lie. Right, so everything you saw on me just there, I can't craft any of that. That's actually from my blacksmith. Now, not entirely true, but let's go through the skills as we always do, and we'll go over things. So first and foremost, let's just chuck some food down my character's mouth. So one thing I do like about the knight is I like the outfit, so to speak. They look a bit posher, you know, like they've got a bit cash behind them. So that's quite nice. As you can see, I'm a female, and as you can see, I have a man's body. So that's something they seriously need to sort out, and that's the only female head in the game. I look a bit cleaner than the beggar, and there's nothing wrong with not looking. You don't have to look hot and sexy, but that's not a female frame. That's a man's frame. So yes, skills. Well, I opened up my skills to that. That's a knight skills. That's the skills a knight can learn. Wow. Yeah, that's enamoring. So those are the skills I can learn. So what skills did I keep? Aha, that's more important. So from being a peasant, because that's the one I'll take, or being a militia, so any of those two classes beforehand, I keep everything that a beggar was. Every class keeps everything a beggar was, so that's why this class is better than a beggar. It can't not be, because it's got all of a beggar's skills. That said, that's all the beggar had, so they worked with what they had, and that made them good. So what have I kept from being a peasant? Nothing. 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 Well, kept some 8. Nope, nothing. That's the first class that's actually not kept the things from the housing crafting that I've seen. That's bizarre, because most of the other ones have got all the stuff you get as a peasant and all the stuff you get as a beggar. This has just got the beggar stuff again. So nothing. That we kept. We had iron ingot. +1 for this over being a beggar. So there's +1 for being over being a beggar. What else do we get then? Well, let's have a look at weapons. What do we get that's not a beggar's? Okay, iron sword, round shield, iron polearm, English warhammer, claymore, kite shield, wooden lance, iron lance. Whoa, that's a lot of weapons. That is better than a beggar. And clothing, we get, weirdly we get coif. Don't know. We don't get leather, and we can't learn leather. So unlike the other ones where this seems glitched and we seem to always have it, that could be a beggar skill now. I don't know. I'd probably have to go back and check the beggar out. But there's no leather, so they can't learn leather. So we get a gambeson, yep, paddy leg armor, that's from being a peasant, kettle helmet from being a militia, and then we get these two things for being a knight. So a lot of stuff there. So they get a lot of weapons and they get a lot of armor, which beggars don't get. Boom, there you go. They get iron ingot, a load of weapons, and a load of armor. Everything else is the same as a beggar. And then they've got a new skill which allows you to see if someone has a bounty. Yeah, okay, whatever. Health wise, 115, that probably will continue to go up a bit. I'm assuming they may have more health than other classes. Stamina seems quite high. Max weight's not too bad. So that stuff's fine. They start at 70 on max weight as well, which is better than the militia. So they got some of the militia skills in there, which is great. Most of their sort of armament skills, so that's pretty cool. So they're better than the militia in that sense. Except they're not. So let's go back to the skills they can learn. So we can learn wooden lance. That costs 1 point. Cool. They can craft that. Iron lance. Unique. That costs 3 points. They can craft a kite shield. That costs 3 points. And they can craft a claymore, which is a double-handed sword, which does look badass. That costs 5 points. The two-handed sword that the blacksmith can craft, I believe, is 4. If it isn't 3, it's 4. It is 4. Just thinking about it now, fairly sure it's 4. That and the taper war sword. It does less damage than the blacksmith, by the way, by 5. And only does 5 more than the taper war sword that the blacksmith can do. Okay. They can craft a crested helm. That costs 2. And they can craft heavy tabard armor. That costs 4 points. 4 points for that. 5 points for that. So, yeah, that's it. 6 skills. A lot of skill points. 6 skills. So, we can though, however, have a cool helmet. Some pretty cool armor. Nice shield. Cool sword. An awesome, cool looking lance. And, obviously a crappy version of a lance. That's pretty good. And remember, we got those skills that we got from being a militia. So, that's cool as well. So remember, from being a militia, there's that chainmail tabard that we're not going to bother with that. We're not going to bother with the helmet because obviously we've got those cooler stuff for that. So we can wear some chainmail trousers and some chainmail gloves. That's pretty cool. So yep. Or for now, while we're waiting, we could wear a gambeson and some leg arm, padded leg arm, which is pretty cool. Or do the tabard for short term. Go for all chainmail and a kettle helmet. And then we could pop on an iron short sword for now, or go for a round shield while we're waiting for the kite shield. Could definitely craft up this pole arm, which is pretty freaking awesome. I have to say, that's cool. It only does as much damage as a taper war sword, so less than that claymore, but that's a good start point. Or we could go for an English warhammer, which is better than an iron sword. And obviously then once we upgrade some stuff, we can go for this nice claymore here, kite shield, and those lances. But, and here's the thing, I can't craft that. I can't craft that. I can't. Oh, I can craft that. So that's cool. That's fine. So can a militiaman. Militiaman can craft that as well and craft that. I can craft that. So can a militiaman. Can't craft that. Neither can a militiaman. Can craft that, which a militiaman can't do. And that, which a militiaman can't. And that. They don't work in the game at the moment. They actually can't strike another character. If you swing at a character with him, it doesn't connect. Nothing happens. It's just like you swing it mid-air. So they're pointless right now. Absolutely no point to them at all. Don't know the damage or anything. Don't care. Well, they can do a kite shield. That's quite cool. Not made one myself yet. Not a shield fan, but they can make one. But I can't make that. And that's their best weapon that cost me 5 points. Because I can't make leather. That's right, a militiaman can make leather, but a knight can't. So I can't make that sword. So that's one recipe that I can't make. I can make that, which I could make as a militia. I can make that, which I could make as a militia. Can't make that because it requires leather, which I could make as a militia. Can't make a basic iron sword because it requires leather, which I could make as a militia. So that means out of all of these skills that are beyond a beggar, 1, 2, 3 that I can make, 4, 5 that I can make but of no point. Out of the skills I can learn in this class, 3 of them I can make. There's 6 skills. 1 of them I can't. So that means of the 6 skills I can make so far, half of them. And the other ones I can't. But anyway, let's forget that, because we can at least make ourselves a oh no, it needs leather. Oh no, that needs leather as well. Forget that's fine. Just get a kettle helmet. Oh no, that needs leather. We can make chain. Oh, we can make chainmail. Brilliant. That means we can make a chainmail tab. Oh no, that needs leather as well. Chainmail gloves oh no, that makes no. Well, I can make myself some chainmail trousers. That's nice. Forget it. We're going to bang those 4 points in, and we're going to get ourselves this heavy tabard armor, and we're going to wear that anyway. Doesn't matter. This is night exclusive. Let's wear the night exclusive armor, but it weighs leather as well, and iron plates, none of which I can craft. Great. At least we can wear the... Oh, God, it needs an iron plate. No, we can't. We can't. So, 6 skills. That, and that I can craft. That, and that I can't craft. That, and that doesn't work. What a garbage class. An absolutely garbage class. This is the worst class, in my opinion, in the game, because it is so heavily broken. Now, I don't know if leather was an oversight. I posted something on the forums yesterday. I have heard nothing to say that it's an oversight. I've heard people say, well, they shouldn't be able to craft leather. Maybe they shouldn't, but a bloody militiaman can, and he was 1 class lower. And people say, it's not a tree. It's designed as a tree. It looks like a tree. It's a progression tree. Why would I have to go through militia to open up knight if the knight is just a class I should be able to choose? And it's rubbish. It is a rubbish class. It is the worst class I've come across. It's worse than the beggar, because the beggar is the basic class and only gets crap skills. It's meant to be kind of crap. But this, you're given good skills and you can't use them. All I can actually make is a pair of chainmail trousers. That's it. Otherwise, I can make beggar's clothing. I can make beggar's clothing and a chainmail trousers. I cannot make any other armor. And weapons wise, yes, I can make better weapons. I can make that iron pole arm, I can make the English warhammer, and I can make that kite shield. But I can't make that, which a militiaman can make. A bloody peasant can make that. A peasant can make those. What? This is insane. And yet, a blacksmith, the most overpowered class in the game, can make the armor you just saw me in at the beginning, and a better sword, and a better one-handed sword. The only thing they can't make is a shield. Who cares? Oh, and they have the overpowered repair skill, which, yeah, I use it. Of course I use it. It's a repair skill. It means I can repair stuff for a bit of cash, which, by the way, you can see isn't a problem. You know, I love and hate the blacksmith class. I actually don't think the blacksmith class should be in this game. I think it's broken. That repair skill is broken. But hey ho, what can you do? This is a terrible class. If you're going to go here, which I don't know why you would. I really don't, unless you want that claymore or you want that funky armor. And to do it, you have to make all the stuff as a blacksmith or find a blacksmith. You're not going to find a blacksmith, by the way. There's not enough players online at the moment. Unless you've got a mate who's a blacksmith, you're not going to make that armor. So you're going to need to be in a blacksmith. Make the iron plates for it. Get the leather sorted out. Cloth you can actually make, so you can do that. Get that, bang it in a chest somewhere. If you haven't got a house, you can't make this. You're going to need another iron plate if you want to get that. So you're going to need 4 iron plates. 2 pieces of leather. Let's assume you're going to go for the cool weapons. You're going to need another piece of leather there as well. So if you get all of that, because you can make the kite shield, I'm not going to know, you can make the kite shield, you can get iron ingots, string and wood yourself. And these actually don't work, so for now. And you could make them if they did, and they may be awesome, I don't know. So you're going to need 5 pieces of leather, something like that. and you're going to need, no, you need 3 pieces of leather, and you're going to need 4 iron plates, and you're going to have to find somewhere to put them. Then you're going to have to become the knight, craft those up, and then, assuming you want to stay as a knight, and I can think of absolutely no reason why you'd stay in this class because every other class is better than it. Once you've crafted them, you're going to want to stick them somewhere and shift back out. I haven't even made them yet. I'm probably going to do that because I actually don't even know if that's better than that plate armor. That's the thing. I genuinely don't know. I'll find out, but if it's not, that's a bit of a waste of time, and that may look a bit cooler than the Crusader's helm, but I don't know if it's any better. This class is a huge misstep. It should be the prestige, it should be the one, it should be the ultimate. They should be able to learn leather. You know, I don't know, again, they've been given a bunch of skills kind of for free, and I don't get it. A militiaman, by the way, also can learn 1 extra food skill. It's broken, but that's not the point. And can learn bandages. And leather. Bandages. Bandages that probably heal about 75% of your health. I'm done. I am actually done. That's it. I've got nothing good to say about this at all. There's nothing good to say about this class in the slightest. I'm glad it's done, and I've done it for you so you don't have to bother. I've spent 8 days, as you can see, as a knight, and literally that took me, I think, probably about 3 to 4 hours grinding how I know to grind the game as fast as I could, and thankfully I could. It's a horrible, thankless class, and if you want to get through it and you want a bit of help on it, I can give some advice on the best way to get through the class. Just drop a comment in the comments below, really, and I'll try and give you some advice how to get through it quickly. But beyond that, not a good class, not fun. Stay away from it. So thank you for watching. Very negative, I know, but it's just not that good. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, Gamerbug out.